against anyone. James says, scoring rates in white ball cricket have exploded in the last 20 to 30 years, and with a few exceptions like scoops and ramps, the shots being played are relatively conventional. Has there been particular technical or tactical innovations behind this advancement, or are we seeing the effect of specialization? The batters most capable of playing this way are the ones being picked, without regard to their red ball record. A bit of both, something else entirely. When it was first played, it was played in a way that wasn't really maximizing strike rate. So once teams start to think about that, that changes. If you want to look at it from an evolutionary point of view, the first thing is the Javed Miandad hitting the ball over cover's head over and over again and taking two. That wasn't something that you did in Test cricket. That instantly brings more runs to the table. Then you've got Australia running between. Australia had always been aggressive runners between wickets in Test cricket. They took that to a different level. So now you've got players chipping over the top and trying to run twos all the time, no matter where they can, stealing singles. You then go to the Lance Klusener era of the power hitting coming in, where people understand that actually there is a way to consistently hit the ball very, very hard over a long period of time. Bats get bigger, professionalism comes into cricket. So not only are people holding bats that are heavier because they're stronger, the athletes that we have in cricket are now 24 hours a day professional athletes. And while that improves the bowling as well, of course, what it means is that it's easier to hit boundaries at that point. The field is opened up, so you can't have I reckon by 1987, teams didn't always have a third man back. Now, part of that was because it was in Asia. By 1992, it's a bit more 50-50. By 96, 99, teams are, Neil Johnson plays a bunch of ramp type shots against Australia. Is it in the World Cup or just around the World Cup? Obviously, Marillier has already done it as well. So this shot is coming through. By 2003, fine leg and third man are almost up automatically at times, which what that means is that you're covering all the power positions, but now even leg lances and, Arjuna Ranatunga running the ball down fine, all these sorts of shots are opening up, because before you hit boundaries where your best shot was, which was most players would have been generally over deep mid wicket, it might have been straight. You might have got some guys who were really good slashing through the offside. As ODI cricket goes, people start to develop. So I think the most interesting shot in the history of one-day cricket is not the scoops and the ramps, although those are fascinating. It's the lofted cover drive, a shot that really you have to make a real effort to hit in the air traditionally because of the front elbow and the way that we played it. And that was completely changed. So all those things have changed. Then teams start to score more runs. So other teams look for methods to score more runs. The playing conditions have changed. The amount of balls we have, the power plays have changed. T20 comes along. So there's millions of different things. Specialization, as you say, certainly has a part of that. But I think Test players hit the ball harder now than they ever did. In fact, you go back and have a look at old footage. Test players definitely hit the ball harder now than they ever have before. So there's so many different changes in why things have gone forward.